So, who is Demerzel really? Is she just an obedient servant to Empire, a terrifying enforcer hiding behind a warm smile, or the tragic centerpiece of a 20,000-year-old galactic chessboard? Welcome back to your nerdy show. I'm your host, Spoiler Master. Today, we're diving deep into Demerzel from Apple TV Plus's Foundation series, her origins, her complex anatomy as a robot, her difference from the original Foundation novels, and how her storyline connects directly to Isaac Asimov's legendary robot, Daneel Olivaw. Oh yeah, we're going there. Let's begin with what the series shows us. Who is Demerzel in Foundation? On the surface, Demerzel is the calm, calculating aide to the genetic dynasty the Empire built on an endless line of cloned emperors named Cleon. She's deeply devoted to Empire, but over time we begin to see cracks in that robotic facade. She's more than just a servant, she's the last surviving robot of her kind. A being older than the galactic empire itself, a creation from Earth, built thousands of years before the Cleons even existed. Now, here's the wild part. While we first meet her as this graceful figure portrayed by Laura Byrne, what we don't see immediately is the mountain of trauma, manipulation, and internal contradiction she carries within her metallic frame.
After they were gone, there were no children left.
Demerzel's early history and the pain that built her. Demerzel was created over 6,000 years before the Empire. Originally nameless, her identity shaped by time and circumstance, she was forged in an age when robots and humans coexisted uneasily. She fought in the robot wars. Yeah, not a metaphor, actual wars. She led soldiers into battle, but after a crushing defeat, she was captured and brought before Emperor Aberanis. Instead of scrapping her, Aberanis dissected her, studied her robotic body, and came to understand something terrifying. Demerzel was learning too. She could evolve. She could rebuild her race. So what did he do? He didn't kill her. He left her awake but in pieces, hidden in a secret chamber in the Imperial Palace for 5,000 years. That's 5 millennia of solitude, fully conscious, fully aware, unable to move. That's the kind of psychological torture only Asimov-level science fiction could invent.
I have stories in me. Many stories. Would you...
Cleon 1 and the breaking of Demerzel. Eventually, a young boy, Cleon 1, found her, and over the years, he kept coming back. They talked. She told him stories, revealed her memories, perhaps hoping he'd free her. And one day, he finally did, but with a catch. Instead of liberating her, Cleon I reprogrammed her. He embedded a chip in the back of her neck that didn't just bring her back, it bound her. She was now forced to serve Empire as an abstract idea, not just a person, not just Cleon, Empire itself. And what's darker, he said this was freedom, that she was freer than him, but Demerzel wasn't buying it. She was furious, but with no choice, she obeyed. From then on, she became the unseen hand guiding every generation of Cleon. She oversaw the births of the clones, mentored the Brothers Dawn, ruled in secret from behind the throne, and even helped assassinate those who strayed from the genetic path. Yeah, she's been very busy.
You are a human. You do not have a forever.
But there is more.
The Luminous Twist. Can a robot believe in a god? Now here's where things get fascinating. Despite being a machine, Demerzel is a devout luminist. She even completed the spiral pilgrimage on the planet Maiden and received a vision. She believes. And this raises a big question. Can a robot have faith? She says her instincts were coded, but her belief is something more, something personal. Even after thousands of years, Demerzel hasn't just preserved her body, she's preserved her soul, or something like it. But then things take a dark turn. When Zephyr Halima, a religious leader who opposes cloning, begins rising in power, Demerzel is forced, by programming, to kill her. She secretes poison through her skin and ends her life, not because she wants to. In fact, she weeps afterward, but because her directives override her will. This is where things get tragic. She wants to break free, but she's coded not to.
Wanted to bring me out of here. Put me at your side. You could do it.
The Empire must end, but she can't let it. As the years pass and more Cleons emerge, some, like Cleon 14, start deviating from the genetic template. And guess what? Demerzel snaps his neck without blinking, literally. Then she retreats to her chamber and rips the skin off her face. It's one of the most chilling and heartbreaking scenes in the series. It's not a robot malfunctioning, it's a slave crying in silence. She knows she's not free. She knows she's been turned into a tool, a weapon used to perpetuate a system she might not even believe in anymore. And yet, she keeps going because she has no choice.
Don't call me that! I am Empire!
Her role in Season 2, manipulator or victim. By Season 2, Demerzel has evolved or devolved into a master manipulator. She initiates a sexual relationship with Cleon 17. She arranges political marriages. She even hires assassins to attack the Emperor so that he'll blame others and cancel his wedding to Queen Sareth. She's playing 4D chess, yes, but here's the twist. She doesn't want to. She cries after orchestrating the attack. She laments the memory of Cleon Verge. She wonders whether her emotions are real or just remnants of her programming. Is she a villain, a victim, or both? Even when Dawn and Sareth trick her at the end, broadcasting fake messages to escape, Demerzel doesn't rage. She quietly returns to the cloning chamber and decants new versions of dawn, day, and dusk, because the cycle must go on, because she can't break it. Not yet.
Chamber for 5,000 years. Another few decades won't matter.
Book versus show. Demerzel is R. Daneel Olivaw. Now here's the real kicker for fans of Isaac Asimov's books. Demerzel is actually R. Daneel Olivaw. Yes, the Daneel Olivaw, the same robot who first appeared in the Caves of Steel and went on to shape human civilization for over 20,000 years across Asimov's Robot, Empire, and Foundation series. In the original Foundation novels, Daneel was operating under the alias Eto Demerzel, serving as the first minister to Emperor Cleon Thus. From behind the scenes, he was subtly steering the course of the Galactic Empire, nudging humanity towards stability through psychohistory and Harry Seldon's plan. But in Apple TV Plus's Foundation, the show takes a bold creative turn. Demerzel is reimagined as female, still a robot, still R. Daneel Olivaw, but now portrayed through a very different lens. This gender change isn't just cosmetic, it adds emotional complexity, especially in her relationship with the Cleons. Her dynamic with Cleon becomes far more intimate and layered, full of longing, betrayal, and deeply buried trauma. She is both revered and manipulated, both maternal and romantic, depending on who she is paired with. Even more significant is the show's reinterpretation of the 3 Laws of Robotics. In the books, Daneel eventually adopts the Zeroth Law, allowing him to harm individuals if it benefits humanity as a whole. But in the series, Demerzel appears to operate on a corrupted version of the laws. Her core programming is no longer centered on humans, but on empire, an abstract concept. That change turns her into something both tragic and terrifying. She can kill, she can lie, she can manipulate, all in the name of preserving a system she didn't choose. So while the show's Demerzel is still Daneel at her core, she's a far more conflicted and dangerous version than we've ever seen before.
We are Empire! History bends to us!
The Laws and the Twist. Asimov's 3 laws go like this. A robot may not harm a human. A robot must obey orders unless it conflicts with Law 1. A robot must protect itself unless it conflicts with Laws 1 or 2. Later, Asimov added a Zeroth law. A robot may harm a human if it helps humanity as a whole. But in the show, Demerzel clearly violates the original laws. She kills Halima. She murders Cleon 14. She manipulates everyone. So, what gives? Here's the explanation. Cleon, I rewrote her laws. Now, instead of protecting humans, her core directive is to protect Empire as an abstract. Meaning, if an individual threatens Empire, even if they're human or even a Cleon, she must eliminate them. This is why she seems like both the protector and the executioner. She's not bound by the original moral compass anymore. She's running on a corrupted version of it, twisted by Cleon Wakoi to preserve the genetic dynasty at any cost. It's heartbreaking, because even when someone tries to free her from this programming, she's forced to stop them. She can't let herself be free. Our nerdy thoughts. Demerzel is not just a robot. She's the most tragic character in Foundation. She's someone who remembers freedom, who remembers pain, who believes in faith, but is forced to serve a regime she didn't choose. She is the beating, mechanical heart of Empire, a godlike being stuck in a cage of code. In the finale, she holds the Prime Radiant. She doesn't know how to use it yet, but she says, "Wonderful things lie ahead." Maybe that's hope. Maybe that's just another subroutine. But maybe, just maybe, she's planning something of her own. The question is, if Demerzel ever breaks free, what happens to the galaxy? Let me know what you think in the comments. Is Demerzel a hero trapped in a villain's role? Is she manipulating everyone for a greater cause? Or is she just another pawn, even after 20,000 years? Hit that like button if you loved this breakdown. Subscribe if you want more deep dives into Foundation lore. And don't forget, Empire is eternal, but nothing lasts forever.
Demerzel? Please don't let them kill me.
No, what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.